Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harcher.
Joining us once again on mic 3, it's our friend
Joe Raines.
And back again for the first time since right before lockup in 2020. Our third to last in-studio guest before the pandemic started. We're so happy to have her back. Our friend
Kelly McInerney.
Welcome back, Kelly.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I think our show last time we had you on was about children's music. So we listened to a lot of Kids Bop, and then the entire world ended. So it was very fun, going back and seeing what we were talking about right before.
Things were all funny back then.
It was so funny.
You're like, haha, music for kids.
Yeah.
This shit's dumb as hell, right?
Listen to these kids. They're singing Headstrong Will Take You On.
Shit sucks, but at least this is hilarious.
Right.
This will take me through the hard time of right now.
Oh, man. Well, Kelly, you just got back from England. You were telling me downstairs. What was the some highlights of that trip?
Everything about not being here.
Yeah. And have you done comedy internationally before, or was that the first time?
No, I did it in Paris and like Mexico. This was the first time in London and then Edinburgh, and it was real fun. Like just. You got to kind of win them over more, which is kind of funny.
Right,
Because they're like, oh, shit, they're an American. I'm like, yeah, I am, but here's some British observations. Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm not one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't bring a red hat with me. Sorry.
I did say I'm not a Trump person a few times. Also, I was going to visit like my family in Ireland, and they're like, one more question before we let you into our home. Tell us you hate Trump. I was like, yeah, don't worry.
And so you did end up going to Ireland as well?
I didn't because then they got COVID. They're vaccinated, but they got COVID again.
Oh,
so I
shit.
couldn't visit them.
Oh, dang. Well,
yeah.
Well, next time.
But it was great. You know, a lot of walking there.
Good or bad?
I like it because you forget how much you walk, and you're like, oh, look at all this pretty shit. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I did 3 miles. How? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's it's a good city, you know?
Yeah.
And it's very different from LA. It's like a New York, but like the opposite side of the street. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any kind of like weird heckler situations or just any sort of strange crowd madness?
Well, not really hecklers. Like sometimes there was an instance where like the fire alarm went off and nobody reacted. So then I did a joke about
that's like here.
Yeah. I did a joke about like kill me now, you know, put a bullet in my head. Nobody will care. Like literally, like a fire could go on, and they laughed at that. Like they're just like cool, like yeah, well you get it. We're just low energy, no hecklers.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Wouldn't a British heckler just be someone in the back going, no?
Do British comics do crowd work?
Yeah. And it's all like geography stuff about like their specific, the UK. Like, the people in Midlands are like blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about.
People love a local reference.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of Love Island is when like there'll be one person on the cast who'll be really catty because they're from like South England and they're like one of these guys and you're just like, wow, they're just like super hateful, I guess.
I tried to do a Love Island thing and be like, you know what I think? Are you mugging me now? And they're like, shut up. We know you're American.
What accent was that?
I don't know. It's my impression of one of the people. There's one girl on there that kept being like, you know what I think? All the
what
time.
I think.
Yeah. They say thanks or
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big fan of loyal. I'm loyal, babe. I'm loyal. You're loyal. We're loyal, babe.
I wasn't sure what word you were saying at first.
That's the best part of the show is you have to put the subtitles on because you don't know what the fuck they're saying because the accents are so thick and they're usually shit-faced, so you're just like guessing every third word and you're just like, all right, they're definitely talking about fucking, pretty sure.
One thing that happened that was really funny at a show, like a guy I said something about like exes or something and he wooed and I'm like, what? I didn't understand him and I said it over and I was like, you know what, the language barrier, weird, and everybody laughed at that because yeah.
Right.
I'm sure they can't understand what we're saying either. Now that I think about it, yeah. Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we don't have like a thing like Cockney rhyming slang or any shit like that.
No, but I mean, I'm sure they think everyone in the South sounds like that Talladega movie with Will Ferrell.
That's true. Yeah. Although, based on Clinton and Bush, certainly they'd heard enough of a Southern accent to probably
probably
pick it up.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely recommend. Way better than here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a cousin who used to live in Edinburgh. He's since relocated to New York City. But this ties into the next thing we're going to do because his younger brother sent us a gift in the mail. It is our selection. Shout out to my cousin Kenny, who I've been doing this podcast since 2013, and the pandemic started. And he's like, "Hey, I'm going to give that a listen." And he was like, "Oh, I like it. This is good." So
Kenny.
yeah, so Kenny sent me, and I'm not going to lie, he sent me a 12-pack of these, and I drank 11 of them. And
Don't spoil that it's
so they're
delicious.
good.
it is really good. And now I'm going to watch while you guys all hate this, but I enjoyed the shit out of all 11 of these, which
Has it gotten to that point? I haven't done the energy drink thing in a while. Do you just love everyone now?
I think so. I think
And Joe still acts like they're terrible. I
No,
trust
they're
Joe
all
kinda.
fucking disgusting, and there should be a waiver you have to sign to get on this show because it's gonna mutate my colon into some kind of cancer cell from these putrid drinks.
it's optional, Joe. You don't have to drink
I
it.
sit somewhere between y'all on these. Some of them are
Yeah.
awful.
No,
some of them are fine.
Now, last week, Sam wasn't here for confidence, but that was legit the worst thing. And we finished recording, and I went downstairs. We took a picture for the image that I put up on Instagram, and then I came back upstairs to edit, and it smelled like someone had peed on my floor 3 weeks earlier. Like, it wasn't new pee; it was decidedly old pee.
You can't have a whole website that sells like 12 packs and not have smelled your product. Like, there's no way they're not aware. Like, hey guys, you know this thing like we've dedicated our life to doing? Like, yeah, this is smells like piss.
Maybe they have COVID. Maybe they created it on COVID.
Yeah, they have made it during COVID, and now they can't smell it, and they're like, "What do you mean? It's great."
I think a lot of those times the homeopathic bullshit people, they kind of just are like, medicine's supposed to smell bad because it comes from the earth, you know?
I think that's what it is. If you-
Vegetables don't smell good, so this
Yeah.
should also smell bad.
They don't smell bad either unless you just let them sit for like 3 weeks. and
Right,
rot,
right.
you know?
Well, I was talking about cooking them, or sometimes
like a rutabaga kind of smells like a fart.
Yeah, or like
Okay.
broccoli doesn't smell the best.
Yeah, sure.
Asparagus sometimes smells good,
Yeah.
sometimes smells horrible.
Well, this is we're back on our hippy dippy bullshit. This is Guru. This is organic energy made from guarana that's supposedly grown in the Amazon rainforest.
Does it reduce my
Guarana?
fear? Is it going to give me less fear?
I don't know what we could do to honestly live up to how crazy the can was for confidence that said reduces fear. But this one does say we're on a mission to clean up the energy drink industry, crafting.
Finally, someone has come along.
Thank
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
We've been bitching about it for a while now.
The corrupt energy drink market.
Isn't that the bat poo in Ace Ventura 2?
That's guano.
Oh, okay.
This is like a jungle berry called guarana, and it says that they're doing it with they're cleaning up the energy drink industry with natural organics, 100% crap free. So
Prove it.
Little story about me is second Ace Ventura is where I discovered what masturbation was. Didn't know what it was before that. And my sister had to be like, "No, he's jerking off." And I was like, "What is that?"
My mom told me at the end of it that she's a virgin, or she's not a virgin, meant like that means that it's a boy, not a girl, to avoid the. So I watched it as an adult, and I was like, "What? That's what it was."
all right, cheers everybody. This
Smells like
this
a
is-
cranberry sort of thing.
Yeah, this is
I
shout
don't
out.
know if I want to smell it first.
No, it doesn't smell bad.
It's so good. It's even better than I remembered it from when I
I
drank.
don't hate it.
From when I drank 11 of them this summer.
It's got a little sour taste to it.
It tastes
Yeah.
like pure sugar, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the calorie count on this?
Let's see, 115.
I'm always
That's not
curious
bad.
about clear ones, though.
Yeah.
Why is it clear?
A lot of them don't have coloring, we've found out.
Yeah. This one,
This is what I imagine Zima would taste like.
yeah. Zima. You never had Zima?
It kind of is like there is like a bitter, almost alcohol-y taste to it, I think.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know it was an alcohol drink. I just remember being a little kid during hot ass Alabama summers being like, "Fuck man, I want Zima."
Oh yeah. Yeah, Zima was You know, you can.
You couldn't complete that goal of getting Zima.
Well, I mean, by the time I was 21, you couldn't buy it in America anymore. That and like, what was that? That
You could buy it on
terrible.
eBay.
I didn't know that.
And
What was that
it's
terrible
coming
beer?
back, I
Red
think.
Dog or Mad Dog? Red Dog. That
Red
Red Dog
Dog.
beer. The commercials were cool, so I was like, one day I'm gonna have a Red Dog. Went out of business.
Yeah.
They probably
Well,
just got sold, and now it's fucking some type of Steel Reserve Cobra.
I feel like all energy drinks taste the same.
I mean,
The most common taste, I think, is Red Bull. Would you
Yeah.
agree with me?
yes,
This
and
tastes Red Bull.
and this is like trying to get that, but it's trying to get there with real jungle plants that are good for me.
I like how it says guarana, like that's not the same energy drink ingredient every single one used.
Right. Well, this is organically grown guarana, hence guru.
It tastes like a Capri Sun with fizzy water and like a sweet tart dropped in for
It
effect.
tastes like a little like sour Sprite sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is in my top 5, I would say,
Okay.
of all the ones that we have sampled.
What's your top one?
Oh, easy. Number 1 is Ray's Baja Lime. Number 2, Ala Nino Trippy Hippie. Number 3, 3D Liberty Pop. I believe Sam agreed with me on that one. That's
That was a good one.
top
Where
of
do you
there.
get them from? Just anywhere?
Just anywhere. Just when I'm about. It's kind of fucked me up because now anytime I go into any gas station for any reason, I just wander over to that cooler and try to find whatever,
weird one.
because there's regional ones too. There's ones that are only available in certain areas. So
Oh.
The selection is weird.
Oh,
You'll see a new one every time you go into the store if you really look.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's a fly-by-night, like launder money type business too, where it's like we're gonna make a shitload of this, and this is how we're gonna launder the mob
and
money.
then disappear.
And they're all made on water.
This
so
one-
they can like be in a boat and
Yeah.
make this shit and just sail away
You know where I guess what this one is?
on the water.
San Francisco.
Yeah, they're all on the water, so they can just leave town and just be gone. Poof.
Yeah.
Same reason I don't eat at food trucks.
Since 1999.
Yeah.
Well, now
yeah.
I trust it.
Yeah, it's been around. It's not going anywhere.
It's from the Ball Company.
The Ball Company. Aw.
That's what it says.
Is this Alonzo
Like
Ball
Alan Ball?
production?
Oh.
No, you know that logo that just says Ball?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I think they've made other drinks that we've maybe sampled in here before, if I'm not mistaken. They might be the ones behind.
Oh, these unique fuckers
I
who are out
know.
to stop the crap.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Have you guys ever had the yellow Red Bull, the tropical one?
Yeah. The pineapple one. There's the dragon fruit one that's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
The
Yeah.
yellow one made my poop real green.
I think someone else said
That's how you know
that.
you're
Wow.
healthy.
Real.
It's like nature.
This was made in
ready.
Austria. It's
Oh,
just
nice.
distributed, and
Oh,
that's so
okay.
weird.
All right. So
It's foreign.
Austria. It's this European stuff.
I was going to say, yeah, if there's anyone I trust with chemicals, it's the Austrians. You know what I'm
They've
saying?
done nothing that bad.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he's fun.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
entertaining.
That's true. I was going to ask Kelly what, I feel like everybody kind of got into some kind of fun activities during the pandemic. How did you keep yourself occupied during the last year and a half since we've seen you?
I got into yoga.
Uh-huh.
Just basic bitch
Things
shit.
you can do in a room.
Yeah, I got into starting to do handstands and stuff, which was fun, and just like writing, just like I had a great pandemic. I really enjoyed not interacting with anybody and just getting my shit together. And now I'm like, I gotta go to these mics again and be nice to people.
Yeah.
I'll try it in another
supposed-
country instead.
There we go. Yeah.
But that's it. I did go through a phase of trying like arts. I got a clay, but I just kept making like tiny dicks because those are easy to do. I
Hey.
can't do anything else.
I worked at a pizza place for years, and that's what you end up doing with that
Tiny
dough.
dicks.
Yeah.
Just
Tiny
With little
dicks.
faces on them.
Aw.
Trying to make a butt. Those are hard. Boobs are easy.
yeah.
Pizza, I did too. And then I was like, all right, let's
Let's turn this into a dick.
and Switch. I got into like Switch. I did
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I did like Animal Crossing for a little bit. Then I was like, no, this is just chores. Fuck this. And then I got into like Zelda and Fortnite.
Yeah, dude, Fortnite's so fun.
Fortnite. I got into it after watching Free Guy. This shit is fun, man.
It is very fun.
Yeah,
Free Guy was pretty good. I liked it.
I love Free Guy, but I love anything that Steve from Stranger Things is in. That's my guy, dude.
Oh, if you,
Yeah, he's pretty clutch.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Free Guy, but I pretty much love everyone from Stranger Things.
He's a leading dude in Free Guy. It's about him, not about
yeah.
Ryan.
Have you seen Spree? Is that,
No,
that's
It's about the candy.
no, it's about a murder spree. It's like kind of like a horror movie
License
sort of
Does
thing.
he
about
kill
the
people?
candy.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like.
Yeah,
that.
I checked me out on Kelton Brasak's podcast, Garbage In, Garbage Out. I wouldn't have known about it except that was the movie that he picked for us to watch.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I was like, oh man, this is actually real good. The whole thing is told through like Snapchat, Instagram. Like there's no cameras. It's all like done on a phone basically.
Oh, like that
And
unthreaded shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he,
I don't want to do that.
And he
Not at all. Not
It's
even
good.
a little bit.
It's good, but he works for like a Uber-like company called Spree, and then of course he goes on a murder spree. You know,
Ah.
kills a bunch of people. It's fun. Yeah,
I'll
he's
watch
good
it.
in that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I did. And I like binged shows. Oh, I binged Breaking Bad, and then I was walking around because I got into walks too,
Sure.
as everybody did. And then I saw Tuco in my neighborhood, and I was like, "Holy
Oh,
shit!"
the real guy. Yeah.
I knew because he wasn't wearing a mask. But my friend made me like a Breaking Bad mask, and I was like, "I'm wearing the mask." And
Yeah.
you're Tuco. It was pretty fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was really nice.
Was he just like hanging out, walking his dog,
He
or
was just
something?
walking too. He's doing another quarantine walk too.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, we took a social distance selfie. But he didn't even care. I didn't know what his real name was. I'm like, "You're Tuco," and he's like, "Yeah."
I mean, you know.
That's probably what everybody calls
Yeah, I was
him.
gonna say, yeah, you end up on a show like that, and it's like, yeah, go ahead and call me that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I do love a good stoned walk.
Yeah.
You just get
Yeah.
so high where you're just like, I probably didn't lock my door. My door's unlocked. I've walked too far to go lock it. If I get back, my apartment's empty. You know, that's life sometimes, you
I
know?
did it to myself.
Yeah.
You guys know Evan Kessler?
Oh yeah.
He lost a lot of weight just by eating edibles and going on long walks. That's
Yeah,
what he did
yeah.
this pandemic.
Oh, and he also accidentally got stuck in Hawaii.
yeah.
So he had a killer time, I think.
Killing it.
Yeah, he went to Hawaii on vacation and was like, "Oh wait, I can't leave." And then I just saw on his Instagram like every day. It was just him hanging out in Hawaii
Man,
indefinitely.
must be rough.
Yeah, seems terrible.
Are
Gets
you
a
saying
nice tan.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
I
Isn't
say
it Hawaii?
I say Hawaii too.
I think it's Hawaii.
I mean, it is Hawaii, but you know, come on.
You're trying to get
No, I
fancy
want to
on this.
hassle you. That
Hawaii.
was a weird thing to say.
Kauai is an island in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
Kauai, Hawaii.
Kawaii, it's like when something's cute on
Yeah.
the internet in Japanese.
Oh, really?
People say kawaii.
Oh,
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
Cool.
get on the internet.
we're on it right now.
I'd rather not, actually.
Yeah,
Not
you've
with
had
all
some
those cute
mistakes. You've had some bad mistakes online, Joe.
I haven't had a single mistake online. I've been a very good, well-behaved boy.
I was recently back in Alabama, and I was there for about 2 weeks almost. I went out, saw a friend.
That's the longest you should ever be in Alabama.
You know,
2 weeks.
I- well-
2 weeks you get to eat enough, but your pants will still fit. You get to see enough of your relatives, but you don't gotta live with them. You know, you see your friends who have kids, so you can just be like, "Hey, you know, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
You have kids.
Yeah.
I guess we're not gonna go out drinking tonight. That's cool, I guess."
Yeah.
And then you come back home.
And I spent some of that time in Chicago as well. I was there to go see a friend get married and go to a little music festival that I was hosting with our friend of the show, Christopher Davis. Had a good time there. But while I was home, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine who was in the process of looking for a job. And on these job listing pages, they listed, I think it was like, they were paying like $12 an hour to be a security guard at a store. And then I was like, okay, well, what's the store? Because that job could either be really easy or really hard, depending on what the store. And
You trying to get a job in Chicago?
no, this was in Alabama. This was no, not me.
$12 an hour. There's no way it would be Chicago.
No, basically, I was just hanging out with my friend, and he was on a job listing
okay.
thing, and he was saying like, "Oh, this place is hiring." I was like, "Man, that probably wouldn't be that bad." Or he'd be like, "Oh, this place is hiring." I'm like, that would suck. And then he gets to, "Oh, security guard for a place called Crazy Cazboys."
Okay.
What is it, like an electric store or something? Electronics?
So I didn't know what it was. I just liked the name Cazboys because what is it? CAZBOY''S Crazy Cazboys.
Electronic cowboys. That's my guess.
So I went to this place.
I think it's a sandwich shop.
That would
That's a
make
good
more
guess,
sense
too.
than what it was. I went, but
It's
also
like Fat Sal's,
What's
where
your-
you can get like French fries and mozzarella sticks on a sandwich.
Crazy Cazboys.
What's your guess, Kelly?
I'm gonna say electron. Well, I said electronics because Crazy Ed's was a place in New Jersey.
Okay.
You're partially right. So basically,
Electronic sandwich shop.
Yeah, just a mishmash.
no, just Kelly is partially right. I found on this is their description on their website, and I did actually go to it. Crazy Cazboys is an extreme discount retailer. The Cazboys liquidate in mass volume from U.S.-based retailers and websites and pass on crazy savings to our customers.
All right.
So-
like a low budget Costco.
Except that Costco has shelves.
Yeah.
Crazy Cazboys has bins.
So it's just
Well, I'm going to ask you before Joe. Do they sell like a panini press or
Yes. Yes, they do.
Amongst
any
the
sort of?
electronics.
I think it might be a sandwich place.
They sell
By that definition.
Sandwich is buried amongst electronics.
Yeah, kinda. You're not wrong. Not sandwiches, but for sure expired foods, as we're gonna see. So what it is if you return something to Amazon, and in the process of it being mailed to them, it falls off the truck and gets run over several times, and then makes it back on the truck. When Amazon returns department gets it, they're like, "We don't want this shit," and they just will throw it into a bin. And then Crazy Cazboys buys that bin. And then they sell it, and it is. And when I say bins, it's
Do you get to look in the bin before you buy it, or is it a surprise like Storage Wars?
it's a bit of both.
Because
So,
I'm into it if
Wait,
it's a
you can buy
surprise.
the bins? You can just
so
buy.
what it is it is a 40,000 square foot warehouse. It's literally an old Walmart, and it's no shelves, just bins, rows and rows of bins, completely unorganized.
Just everything.
This is-
Describe the bin. The size,
I would.
depth.
So this table in front of us, I mean, it's probably 3 times this size. They're huge. They're huge bins. They come up to about your waist, and in the bins are some.
so people could hide in them.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but I was like, this is like could hold humans, right?
No,
Yeah.
they're not quite that deep. They're probably only about as
Children can.
children could. Yeah,
Okay, we need to put
well,
them somewhere.
as you're about to see, they probably shouldn't for reasons that'll become clear in a
Could you
moment.
fall into a bin and become trapped?
Oh well,
You get to
and
a
then
bin and there's like an
resold
old man.
to somebody.
I'll just.
I've been
just
in here
want-
for 40 years.
well,
I don't think you should store children in the bin for any reason.
Yeah,
I
well-
don't care what's about to come up.
Some kids
This
are
next
bad.
piece of information doesn't matter to me.
So, Crazy Cazboys is the brainchild of Birmingham startup maven John Casimas, and it's a store where prices decrease steadily throughout the week. So here's how it works.
That'll have you going in there every day.
I
No,
mean,
just wait till Friday.
I'm.
but the good stuff might not be there anymore.
Yeah.
You might have to
You
get
just
it
have
on
to
Thursday.
No, you go in on Monday and you just move it around the store so nobody can find it, like Costanza with the suit. You just keep moving it around the store and just be like, I got my eye on a DVD player, you guys. DVD player.
So here's their thing. So on Friday, everything in the bins is $8.
wow.
Doesn't matter what it is. If it's a Lisa Frank sticker set, if it's an iPad, if it's a pair of shoes, they're all $8. And then Saturday, $7, $4 on Sunday, $2 on Monday, $1 on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, free for all quarter madness.
Oh my god.
25 cents.
This is a hoarder's paradise.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's also a reseller's paradise because based on all the, because I went pretty deep today reading Facebook comments because there was.
Did you go to this place?
I did. When I went in
Nice.
there, it was fucking chaos. That's why I felt I wanted to report on it because I was just like, I don't have a lot of OCD, but what little I did was just kicking like a little fucking flame in my head. Like, no, organized shelves. What is this?
So people were like diving in the bins.
Digging. And I got there on Dollar Monday, and so there's nothing left, but there is just empty boxes everywhere, because what you were saying is like, do you know what's in the bins? On day one, you don't. On day one, they bring out all those returned Amazon packages and just chuck them in the bins.
You got to open them up yourself.
And so
Can you buy individually, or do you have to buy an entire bin?
So based on what I was reading, because when I went in there was nobody in there. It was real chill because it's Dollar Wednesday or Dollar Monday. Who gives a
Not
shit?
even employees,
What's even-
probably.
Quarter Madness is empty. Must be tumbleweeds on Quarter Madness Day. If Dollar Day's empty,
Yeah, they told me that quarter day does get kind of nuts because people just come in there and they're like, "Fuck it, I'm just buying a bunch of shit." But
If you went on quarter day and didn't spend like $3, you'd feel like an idiot. You know?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as you might imagine, everything gets done and gets taken out of there on the $8.
you're like addicted to it, and you're trying to do your laundry, and you're just like just wearing dirty underwear today, guys. I can't help it. Quarter Madness.
Yeah.
You might have some in the bins. I gotta look.
Yeah, flip them Hanes inside out, boys. We're going to Cazboys. But yeah, when I went in there, it was very chill. But like, there's been fist fights in this place. I kept finding news reports where people were just beating the shit out of each other on the day when all the new shit went out. Because what they do is they'll go in, if you're first in line, people will just sight unseen throw every sealed cardboard box they can into their buggy, because that's where you find like weird like iPads and shit. And then they'll open them up before they leave. There's no policy stopping them from just looking what's in the box and then just chucking the box. So there's empty boxes everywhere. It's fucking chaos. Like, it is absolutely the most disorganized, chaotic place.
Is there like a catch limit? Like or can you just pay your $3 and take whatever you want?
I don't think so. Their thing is that they have it's either if you want to shop there once, it's a $5 fee, or if you want a year-long subscription, it's $15 a year, and then you can go to Cazboys
so
whenever
it
you
is
want.
like a Costco.
It
You need a
is-
membership.
There's a membership.
Do they
so
have hot dogs?
no, God, they barely have air conditioning.
I don't think you want to eat food that's coming out of crazy. Anything with crazy
returned.
in the title,
These
really.
hot dogs are returned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're defective from Amazon.
And
Has a footprint on the package.
and they make you download an app so that when you go in, you have to check
have an
in.
app?
They have a Crazy Cazboys app.
I want to steal your info
And
too.
you have to check in, but here's the wild part. After you're done shopping, you also have to check out.
What?
So part of the job of being a security guard at this place is being like,
You check out?
ma'am, did you check out? And then the other funny part is no jackets allowed inside the store
Yeah.
and no purses.
I could see
Okay.
it being an issue with how cheap everything is. It probably attracts a lot of redneck pieces of shit.
Well, and
Yeah.
you know they're not paying for a security system.
No.
There's no cameras in this place.
Well, then you have to tag everything.
Right,
All
right.
the go through bins of garbage, tagging fucking
Yeah.
broken smartphones or
But-
How'd they even
whatever.
think of the name? Was it Cazboys?
Because the guy's name is John Cassimus, so I assume that might be a childhood
He had a
nickname.
crew. He's the Cazboy.
He's Cazboy.
Jonathan
He had
and
a brother.
Yeah, probably. That's what the teachers called him. Oh, these fucking Cazboys.
Yeah.
Died in the 1989 bin
Bin
tragedy.
Yeah,
It's a dark
That's
day.
why there's no shelves in the building. They tumbled down.
they would. People, dude, you're probably right, dude.
We used
Honestly,
to have shelves, but then one fell and killed 8 people.
honest to God, you are probably right. I'm not even joking. Like, that's got to be because it's a fucking madhouse. Like, you can find pictures of this place, and we'll post a few on our Twitter so people can see them at the Goods Pod. It's wholesale madness. That's the only way to describe it. So these are the bins, and then you can see they have these giant wholesale items as well. So they have like old wine coolers and pool. You
How
know,
much do those cost?
you can negotiate on those. There's no
Oh.
posted price. They want you to.
$10.
Wait, so are they individually priced, or can you just pay something and take whatever you want?
It's so everything in the bins, each individual item is the price of that day. So the day I was there,
So you're still paying for individual
items,
okay.
yeah, and a subscription on top of that. So it's just extra crazy.
Did you buy something?
No, it was all crap. It was just the most like.
You could have spent $1. Who cares?
I mean, maybe I
and
should
we
have.
could be looking at it right now.
Yeah, I'll get
And
it.
I could be chastising you for buying it.
I'll get
instead
everybody-
of chastising you for not buying it.
How
We
about
should
this?
have Cazboy keychains or something.
Something, shirts.
Yeah, a
Here-
little bumper sticker or something. Or,
I mean, you're
I
never going to...
survived bin day.
I mean,
You probably get good word of mouth advertising on a place like this.
Yeah. Well,
amongst the shanties, yeah.
well, I'll say this. I'll get everybody on the show Christmas presents from Crazy Cazboy.
Okay.
Bring them back
Quarter day.
for New Year's. Quarter day.
Quarter madness.
Yeah.
I brought you bed bugs from Crazy Cazboy.
So most of the complaints that I found about Crazy Cazboys on the Facebook tend to revolve around the fact that you're not allowed to bring a purse in there. And so there was a guy named Earl on the Facebook that said, all their rules are on the windows of their building. I saw him a week ago. If you have any questions, look it up online or just go look at the windows. So, like, yeah, and they did, like, on the outside where it actually did say, like, don't bring a purse in here.
I thought Earl was going to have a purse and bitch about it.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, they have this purse policy, and Facebook user Jeff brought up the following. You can't have jackets or purses or bags in the store, which seems dangerous because now people know that there's purses in every car in the parking lot. Women leave your...
That guy's got a good brain for money.
Well, and then also a fun brain to end here. Women, leave your purses at home. No conceal and carry for y'all. So,
Well, I like the idea that people who are coming to buy stuff for a quarter have a lot of money in their purse, in their car.
that's true. Yeah. This was I just picked some random comments from the Facebook here. They also have lots of food items, but there is a sign on the wall saying that food could be over the expiration date.
Sandwich place. It's a sandwich
There's
place.
food there as well.
Is expired food.
What
Did you
kinda-
see any of
You know
that?
what's weird is the only
It was like
kinda,
Pringles and shit. Not like
okay.
not like food that was
like mom's care packages.
It's like
Yeah.
the shit you see at the dollar stores.
exactly, except in a bin.
There's only two places that have the rules to this establishment on the wall: swimming pools and Crazy Cazmans.
Yeah, and the rule at both
Prison.
is no
prison.
Is this like a Facebook fan club for the Crazy Cazman?
it's a mix of a couple of things. I was sourcing
It's a
from
fever dream mostly.
I was sourcing from their official Facebook, but also a couple of news articles where they announced that they were launching,
Okay.
and then people in the comments were just like telling horror stories about things that happened to them. Like, for instance, this says, I got one of those pink salt lamps, but it didn't actually come with the lamp part, so it's just a block of salt.
Well, you deserve to get ripped off for that.
I like that you would go on to the thing to complain about that. Like it cost you $1 and it would have been weird anyway, and now you're just mad. And
I
You don't check
dated
for that cord? That's the first thing.
I dated a girl who had one of those, and if I left my phone charging next to it, it would track so much moisture because it's a big block of salt.
Right.
That my phone would act like it's been in water.
Jesus.
Like it would stop
Jeez.
charging,
Oh,
and it would say
fuck.
that it's wet.
Oh, no.
I have one in my bedroom, and it doesn't do, like I just use it as a nightlight.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't
Don't
got.
put your phone.
I was gonna
next
say
to
we don't
it.
have any water in the air here.
Yeah.
One of my friends found a medical device that was still in the box. She had no idea what it was. She got it, Googled it, and called the company who manufactured it to ask them how much she should sell it for. They couldn't believe she had one and offered to buy it from her for $15,000.
It was an MRI machine.
just the entire third of the Crazy Cazmans is a giant MRI machine. If you can carry it, you can take it.
So that's like the best thing that could happen. Or this is another one. My neighbor went, bought some stuff that was still in the box. Small heater, doesn't work. 2 phone charger pads, neither of them work. Small camera and a microscope, which I was like, microscope on a camera that plugs into the phone. And then she says in parentheses, like for looking at fine details up close. It was broken and did not
That is
come
the
up with
idea of a
parts.
microscope.
Thank you.
Yeah, very
Thank you
good,
for
yeah.
telling me what a microscope is. Also, on
These motherfuckers got me for $1.75, and it's not even the person it happened to; it's their neighbor.
I liked this one. It says, I got this cup for $4. It was worth it because I've been wanting to get my mom this cup. She loved it. She didn't even notice the typo. And it's a cup that says, Mom, thanks for being my mom. If I had a different mom, I would punch her in the face and go find you. Your favorite, but it's spelled, I would pouch her in the face.
I mean, you don't expect the people to really be that literate. That just
Right, but also, like, the original sentiment is also like,
What?
What?
Hey, Mom.
And also, it's like I had been wanting to get this for my mom. Did he just go every day and search
Right.
the packages? One day I'll find the mug. That
Finally.
at long last.
That was the mug that was always there, and he would just skip quarter day and forget.
Hey, Mom, I know you have taught me to punch women if I am not satisfied with their behavior.
I don't want to punch you, but another lady.
just going to the supermarket. You're not my mom.
The local one, the one that I went into in Opelika.
Oh, there's
Wait, it's a
multiple
chain?
locations.
Oh, there's a chain.
Wow.
There's one in Arlington, Texas, Pensacola, Florida, Homewood, Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, and I
It sounds like
believe
that,
there's one in Gunnersville
It
as well.
sounds like that luggage place in Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh,
that
in
gets
Scottsboro.
all the like southern airports send their like unclaimed baggage there, but you can't look through the bag there. You have to buy it and just guess what's inside.
Well,
of it.
no. They go through the bags at the unclaimed baggage store.
In Scottsboro?
Yeah, it's like
I
like
thought
a
it was
thrift
just
store.
like shit people had left.
No. They go through all the bags after they come into the store and then they put it out. It's just basically like a giant thrift store, but like stuff is like better than average because
I
people
mean-
didn't intend on getting rid of it.
I would be interested in going to one of the. I would get real stoned and just
Go to
have
a
a time.
Cazboys.
Yeah, have a time in those bins.
That's usually how all my like things I want to do start with. Just
Yeah.
get real high, and then whatever that's fine because I'm high.
It's like like that's why I go to Target.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
go to Cazboys.
You got
I like to do that at Trader Joe's, and I get like all the good snacks.
No, I messed up. I went to Trader Joe's Stone and I bought this pumpkin 4-cheese Greek yogurt dip, and it's really the most disgusting thing.
Nothing about that
Yeah,
sounds
that's,
good.
But at the time, I'm like, I love all these things.
Yeah.
That's a rookie mistake.
Yogurt
That's
dip.
rookie. Yeah, you can never get anything pumpkin at Trader Joe's. Every pumpkin flavored thing at Trader Joe's is trash. Absolute
Not
trash.
everything. They had the Samoas
to work
or whatever.
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah?
still work there.
Oh.
I'm just on medical leave because they broke me.
That's good.
Yeah.
How'd they?
I had a herniated disc, so I had to have surgery, and I'm about to go back. Actually,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm actually pretty pumped about it because like it's the coolest place to work because everyone's high. So you're just at work stoned. People are like, "Where is this?" You're like, "I don't know, man, but let's find it together."
That's why they let you eat everything. You're like, you want to try it because you open it up. Right?
Well, yeah, well, that
People?
because like it's just fun to open shit that you don't have to pay for and just be like, let's all eat this together. Hello, new best friend. But also the break room is totally that. Somebody who's been there long enough where they're like, oh, you guys just go find some shit and just tear it open and be like, hey guys, let's eat all of the cookies.
This one woman she found a Christmas sweater that has a cartoon Christmas tree on it saying, "I don't want your balls on me." And it had the little red balls
I'd
that
wear
hang from
that.
the tree.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Also,
I share that sentiment as well.
I found several accounts of loose dildos in the bins.
Oh my
And
god.
they're broken too. They're the discarded
Well, you know what?
dildos.
Another
If
way
you-
to get COVID.
If you
there.
think about it, though, it's like that Hedberg joke about escalators. Can a dildo really ever break?
Yeah.
Facebook user Amy says, "I got stabbed by X-Acto blades that were in the bins. And then my Facebook comments were deleted by management in an attempt to ignore and silence me." So one of those bins just had fucking loose X-Acto knives.
Somebody was
God.
mailing X-Acto knives to someone else. It's an
Somebody-
idle threat.
Somebody opened up the bag of X-Acto knives and just like opened them like
Yeah.
laid up. It was like, let's fuck with people.
Yeah.
like
Back in-
Halloween candy with the yeah.
And then she posted that, which is horrifying. And then this guy, Michael, responds, "I don't know, wear gloves, I guess? I've seen broken glass in the bins. They have people going through them to clear out the trash, but you can't micromanage everybody in every bin at once."
Yeah. I like how his response is just like, look, we're all dumpster diving, lady. You got to take your own safety precautions.
This person says the bins are full of old masks, COVID test tubes, and busted stuff. So that's...
You're right. It is a place to go get COVID.
Yeah.
Everything but heroin needles. That's
I mean, that they found. I'm
That they-
sure,
that's right, that's
I'm
right.
sure
Yeah,
people
yeah,
bought
yeah, yeah,
those.
Yeah, nobody's complaining about
Can you
that.
please mail me needles for heroin, please? Overnight me Amazon heroin needles, please.
Amazon has everything.
And the things they don't have are at Crazy Cazboys. Facebook user Angie says, "I almost got hit with some big metal thing that an associate threw into the bin next to me while I wasn't looking." Which I'm just like, what? It's funnier if
Fair,
it's
she was very tiny.
yeah. It's funnier if it's like a Franklin stove, like just a giant wrought iron stove, just whooshes by her head. This guy says, recalled Tyson chicken is not a good deal at any price.
So why is there chicken there?
And now I
It's
didn't.
recalled.
Yeah, now I didn't see a freezer in the one I went to, but that's not to say they didn't have perishable items at the other ones.
How would you mail a frozen item? Even if you overnight it, it's
They
They're
got to
also-
get stuff from other
Yeah,
places than
I think that
Amazon.
the Amazon is where the big ticket items comes from because that's the returns from
But it's just
Amazon.
from
But also
everywhere.
on Amazon, you could order from Whole Foods, like go shopping at Whole Foods.
That's
and it
true.
gets delivered to you.
Yeah.
But that just
Instacart.
is in the same city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
But
lot.
who knows? It could fall off that truck.
This person, Bianca, on Facebook says there was no AC. The music was blaring, and I couldn't even talk to my mother, who was right next to me.
Sounds like a carnival. I
Now-
just want to see a
Shut
guy
up.
with a sleeveless shirt smoking a
when-
cigarette,
when
just
I-
pushing the ride button.
when I went in there, the music was at a reasonable volume, but there is more than one post that I read where people were like, they were blaring music so loud I couldn't think.
Just a guy going through something. The manager's going through something.
Yeah, he's just in
Playing
there.
his own
It's
playlist.
true.
Hopefully Susan's in the store today. She'll hear all the songs and realize she fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just Tom Petty, that Tom Petty "You Got Lucky" song
Oh, it's-
over and over again on repeat.
Oh, see, I was imagining, Sister Christian is the motor air, and there actually is a kid with firecrackers he found in the bin, like just throwing them like at Alfred Molina and Boogie Nights. Let's see, Tiffany. This place used to be a fun place to shop if you like bin stores, but now it's
Wait a minute.
That's what I'm like. There's others. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? This is not the-
She's sentimental for the old America with the bin stores on every corner.
She says this used to be my favorite bin store, and then Crazy Cazboys responded by saying, Tiffany, we regret you do not love the big deals, but we take any opportunity to pass on deals to our customers. Right now, we have bins and these big ticket items. We will continue to stay committed to the bins and big deals when they come our way. We love our wide variety of customers and work with everyone to have a safe, fun, high energy, adventurous shopping experience. Thanks.
You
So
should
she didn't
never
really
have to.
respond to that, like her complaint. She's like, "We got bins."
We got bins.
Also, did she ever question the safety? They were just like, look, we're safe. We guarantee it's safe here.
They gotta emphasize it if they.
Adventurous is a bit much too. Where it's like there's going to be a Goonies treasure map in there.
I found food that expired in 2018.
What was it though? That's what I want to know.
What year was this made? This comment.
I think it was from 2020, if I remember. Most of these were from when one of them opened up in Auburn. But
I mean, if you're going to a bin store in the middle of a pandemic,
To buy
it is
food.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're buying food at the store. I mean,
If
come
you're
on.
buying food from a bin store, you got your own sort of problems. to deal
yeah.
They're waiting till you don't wait till quarter day to buy 2018 chicken that's been recalled.
it's not
Unless you're giving it to somebody you hate, then go for it.
This person also says, water from the ceiling leaked onto my husband while we were walking around.
he is dead now.
The ceiling water is totally safe here. We purify the ceiling water before it drips on you.
He is
could
dead
drink
now.
it.
R.I.P.
Oh, God.
You could drink that, but don't eat our chicken.
Yeah, don't eat that chicken.
Maybe her husband was just wet to begin with.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Maybe he had like one of those salt lights, and
Yeah.
he was just carrying that around. He was like, "I'm wet now."
But yeah, that was Crazy Cazboys. That's the new.
Damn.
I
That's
do
the new
want to
store.
go there now. I'm
Yeah.
curious about
Live
it.
podcast.
I was gonna say,
Crazy Cazboys.
hey, I might have a friend who gets a job as a security
with
guard
stuff
there.
we've bought at the place.
Yeah, we're like recording into like an old Fisher Price tape player from 1996.
One of
You
the
guys, I
phones.
found a chili dog.
It's just sitting there. It's in
That
no
is
packaging.
not for sale, sir. That is just here.
When they opened the one in Auburn, the headline from Retail Wire said, "Is Crazy Cazboys pricing too crazy or just crazy enough?"
So this is strictly an Alabama thing, or just
there's one in
Southeast?
Texas.
They got one
you
in
said.
Texas and Arlington, and they got one in Florida
Florida.
now, and they got I think 3 of them in Alabama.
Of the
Come
Birmingham Cazboys, perhaps you've heard
the
of
Homewood
this.
Cazboys.
The
Yeah.
Homewood Cazboys.
Come to California, Cazboys.
I know. We need this.
Or at least Phoenix. Phoenix sounds like their vibe.
Yeah. Although a Crazy Cazboys with no AC in Phoenix would be,
There would be death.
Horrible.
yeah, and people would die in the bins.
And I feel like a third of it would just be turquoise jewelry. Just lots of bolos with turquoise jewelry
Lapis lazuli pinky rings. Oh,
and
man.
cowboy hats that are haunted.
Have you guys been following JFK Jr. In his plan to return to Earth?
No.
And I did think
not.
that was delightful. That was just a wonderful story.
Well, so right now in Dealey Plaza, right now, I saw a story that was updated an hour ago. A bunch of QAnon supporters are refusing to leave Dealey Plaza because they believe that JFK Jr. is going to return from the dead.
Yeah.
And
Well, no,
reveal
they don't
himself.
think he's returning from the dead like Jesus. They think he never died in the first place. And
Like
it was
Tupac.
Yes, they thought it was a Tupac-like plot where he was escaping the pressures of the child molesting elite, if you will. And now
Yeah.
that he's coming back to shine a light on all the evil liberal cucks,
Yeah.
as they
This is
say.
the guy that died in the plane, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
so
he's like super for real dead.
he's
Like, his-
extremely
like-
dead. Yeah,
Like his shit washed up on shore, and they were like, "That's not a dead body." Moving on. How about that weather, Steve?
yeah. No, he died in 1999.
Yeah, I remember.
So he's been gone a while. Who can forget his
Like Guru, it started
Yeah,
in '99
Guru.
while he died.
also
I'm
and
starting to
QAnon.
connect dots here.
and he died
Somebody get the red yarn and the text. Let's get this together.
and he died offshore in Guru's maid right next to the water. Yeah.
Just JFK Jr. shows up and he's a pirate.
Oh, well, that's so funny you say that, Joe, because after he didn't appear a couple days ago, so there's still people camping out, but he was supposed to
And they're
return.
sitting like a queue, you said.
Yeah,
right?
they've according to some reports I read, some people said it was the shape of an X, some people said it was the shape of a Q, but they've arranged themselves in some sort of character on the grassy knoll.
I'm impressed that they're that smart.
I know, right? But the ones who left, he was supposed to return on, I think, November 2nd. He didn't return. A bunch of them are still down there in Dallas, but
Well, I mean, you got to go back to work.
Why-
Those bins aren't going to sell themselves.
Why November 2nd?
I think it was just, I think it was the anniversary of the
Death?
stolen election.
Oh, okay.
So I think that had to do with it, but not exactly sure why it was that day. But that day came and went. Many people left. The ones who stayed justified it by saying that, he actually is going to reveal himself at the Rolling Stones concert, which was happening in Dallas.
That's so fucking funny.
And then after he didn't show up at the Rolling Stones concert, the next thing, and this is from Rolling Stone
Is
magazine.
the drummer that died going to come back too?
So QAnon believers who waited for hours at Dealey Plaza for the Camelot Scion to appear went on to attend that night's Rolling Stones concert at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Handfuls of JFK truthers wearing bandanas were spread throughout the audience, but were otherwise swallowed up by the crowded arena. After the prediction didn't happen, they have surmised that Keith Richards is in fact JFK Jr. So
Obviously.
when you mention that JFK came back as a pirate, it's like, well, the inspiration for a famous
I
pirate.
can see the resemblance.
yeah. They actually have a great picture of them side by side on Rolling Stone magazine. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's definitely him. That's 100%. You can't mistake that how much Keith Richards looks like JFK Jr.
I always wondered why they latched on to JFK Jr. though. Of all the people, why JFK Jr.?
Well, he is. That's actually from. It's adapted from an older conspiracy theory called the Clinton body count, where like everyone that Hillary and Bill Clinton ever came in contact with ends up dead, and so they think that Hillary.
Oh, wow.
killed-
On a long enough timeline, yes, that is true. Yeah,
Boris Yeltsin is in fact dead.
yeah, that's
But
some science to this math here.
Right. Well, so the math is that JFK was killed by the CIA because he was trying to get rid of the CIA, and then his son tried to carry on that mission of like eliminating the deep state, and then Hillary had him killed, like had the plane blown up. But now they're saying he's going to come back and expose the Clinton crime family, I think is the conspiracy. So that is, to the best of my knowledge, how they loop that. And there's a couple of guys. There's this guy like Vincent Fusella or somebody who's just this weird old guy that kept showing up at all these Trump rallies, and they were like, he's JFK Jr. And he also, much like Keith Richards, looks fucking nothing like him.
Like Keith Richards plays guitar for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. So the whole thing's very funny. But anyway, if we got some listeners in Texas. If you're please keep us abreast if we have any Dallas listeners of the situation on the ground at Dealey Plaza, because I need to know everything that's happening right now.
Yeah, and then if he does come back, he would come back to where his dad's head was like.
That's the other thing. Why would he go back there? You know,
they just believe everything that guy Q says, huh? Is that the deal?
Well, that's the best part, is that Q hasn't posted anything since December of 2020. It's running on its own now.
Oh,
it's just straight like hive mind craziness. So.
And wasn't it like a bunch of different people were Q though? Wasn't it like a bunch of people were like, no, I am Q, and lettuce causes cancer, and they were like, well, that's definitely Q, and then somebody else would post and be like, I'm Q, and everyone has to give me $5. It was like this random ass people claiming to be the person.
In all likelihood, it was Ron and Jim Watkins, who are the son and father child pornography team based formerly out of the Philippines, and now Ron Watkins is running for Congress in Arizona.
Nice.
So cool. But the good news is he has zero charisma and won't win. But it is funny watching him try to run, and even his advisors being like, "You probably shouldn't say that."
And yes, I'm running for Congress now. Thank you. And, you know, we are living now through a modern digital civil rights movement. And you could call me the new Rosa Parks. And you might say, oh, why? Why is Ron the new digital Rosa Parks? Well, I want to get on the bus. I want to get on the Twitter bus. We have all been kicked off the bus.
So anyway, that's what's going on. So if anybody's down there in Dallas, let us know. We need to know what's going on with the Q people at Dealey Plaza.
How did they get tickets to the Stones? That's another question. Aren't those sold out? How are these Q people infiltrating
They play
Ticketmaster?
big arenas, so it's not that hard.
It's just expensive.
And they do multiple nights in a row.
Yeah, they're playing the Cotton Bowl.
I mean,
football stadium.
When he didn't show up there, like, well, we need to have a good time somehow.
Right.
Let's go to Stones concert. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Let's just say he's Keith Richards so we could go to the Stones concert. Because we're still working, but we're enjoying the music.
I heard JFK was coming back with the Dead and Company, and he's coming back at the next 8 cities, is what I heard. So we're going to go to all of them.
It's John Mayer.
We got to go beforehand, too, to make sure he's not in the crowd.
Yeah,
like
we need to go
game.
I mean, I've heard JFK's probably at Shakedown Street. Selling
Well,
acid. So we should probably go to all the people selling acid in Shakedown Street.
He's in those balloons that people
he's
suck
in the
up.
balloons. So if we want to find him, we need to open the balloons into my lungs. I feel like
there were a couple people in the crowd who were claiming to see famous dead people walking around. So you can find this one clip of this woman being like,
Austin said that dead people would be walking around, or, you know, the term to be looking for people. So somebody said yesterday, I think they saw Dale Earnhardt. We think we saw Robin Williams. Thoroughly excited.
and it's just people like, they're just like, oh, yeah, all these dead celebrities
some guys do look alike.
Coming back.
Especially if you're real drunk.
Yeah. Those beer goggles really fuck with you.
Drunk and high off crazy.
I'm having a manic episode. Are you Robin Williams?
Yeah, you should just make those people smoke weed and see if they like just chill out. and don't believe in JFK stuff anymore.
Yeah. This is from there's a town in Washington called Federal Way. This is from their local newspaper. Federal Way business owner leads QAnon gathering in Dallas to see the return of JFK Jr. So 58-year-old, the guy's name is Michael Brian Protzman, but his YouTube name is -48 on I think he's actually on Telegram now because he's been kicked off YouTube. His channel has 100,000 followers.
God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking hate everything.
And he says that he is in direct contact with the Kennedy family. And
Because he's dead. That's why, right? He's a ghost.
He has
yeah.
a Ouija board.
He's got a Ouija
He's
board.
in direct contact with everyone. Really.
he's talking to Rose.
He's pushing
talking
it himself.
to he's talking to Joe Jr. about the war.
You said, was this guy the mayor of that city?
No, just a business owner, but he's one of the main guys doing it. Yeah, he posted a photo of himself on his Telegraph channel holding his trophy, which is for his, I guess, best business leader trophy.
Most best business leader.
So he's apparently down there in Dallas. So if you see -48.
This is why I believe in population control, you know? Like, it's just...
Well, this is one of those things where there should be like a government mandated social life for these people so they can't just like stay at home and do this.
That's all it is, man.
You know, because it is. It becomes that for people that don't have that in real life, you know?
Just set a limit to the internet.
And then this guy is like, ooh, I can say crazy shit and people react in my favor.
Yeah.
Why not keep doing that?
Oh, yeah. People have noticed me.
Yeah.
There's like a whole subset of QAnon kind of people who have been basically disowned by their families because they're too crazy. And you read that and you're just like, wow, it's because everyone who's either in support or against you is giving you more attention than your family gave you. So they're like, I don't need my family. I love it here.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, this is just like because there's like no religious fervor anymore. Because normally these people just be like, I'm a minister now and I have a flock. But now church is like not a big thing. So now they're doing some other weird
Now they
shit.
protect children
They should
or
just get
whatever
into
they think they're
stand-up
doing.
comedy.
yeah,
We
exactly.
need more of those people.
And they should all move to LA. It's going to be great.
Well, we got a good place for the QAnon set. It's called Orange County. You can go down
Called
there.
Bert's back room.
Oh, man.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
No, it closed down.
Oh, single tier. I made it 8 years here and never went.
Me neither.
Touchdown, I win.
I don't think it was open for 8 years, but
No,
it was there.
it was open. Yeah. But then somebody bought it.
Yeah, at the beginning of the pandemic.
Was it Echoes Under Sunset? Did they buy it?
No, it was the Reverend Johnny Stewart.
Is that real?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Is it a church?
No, it was a guy who was a stand-up comedian, an open mic stand-up comedian, and he wore hats that said the Reverend Johnny Stewart, and it was funny because he was dirty, I guess.
Okay.
One time I heard him outside a coffee shop asking somebody how to get into porno.
I feel like you don't. If porno is something you can do, I don't feel like it. Like you find it, I feel like it finds you.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're just swinging a giant hog, as the kids say, I feel like I feel like that's something.
People will see it and be like, "Hey, I can
you
make
should
money off that."
you should like put this online. This is an online wiener.
He's a little. He's a
Well,
little.
he's probably into OnlyFans.
He's a
now.
little wacko.
yeah.
He's in the top percent of wieners on OnlyFans.
Yeah, now that his open mic club has shut down, he probably has time on his hands. But he was a guy who was a little fried. He'd done a little.
The Reverend?
Too many,
The Reverend
Who
was
would
fried?
have thought?
had a little too much fun in his life, I think. And what's fucked up is I haven't seen him around, but recently somebody told me that when they first met him, like years ago, like nearly a decade ago, he was normal and he had his
Oh,
shit
no.
together. Yeah,
Ooh, LA happened to him.
yeah.
You do meet those people at Mike's. We are just like, wow, this is just taking this toll. Like
Yeah.
that weird guy who would take pictures at shows, and you'd be like, oh wow, there's a guy taking a picture at a show, and then somebody would take you aside, and be like, absolutely not, run away now.
Get away from the man with the disco ball pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had those shiny pants. Looked like a disco ball.
Yeah, you can't trust that.
Cannot
No,
trust
it's a
that.
red flag.
Yeah. Did you?
What other open mic comedians do we hate?
I don't hate Mr. TV.
Yeah,
I don't ever want to see his set again.
Oh.
But I do love
Mr.
like the
TV.
first 5 seconds of watching everybody in a room be like, "Fuck this."
What was it, Mr. TV?
Mr. TV,
Yeah.
he'd bring a TV
He
and he would
has
get
a-
behind the TV. I'm Mr. TV.
He had a
no.
huge cardboard cutout TV, and he would stick his face through it, and then he would like reach over and change the channels. He would like,
You know,
and then it
he's
would be a different
hot
joke.
riffs. Hot riffs. One time at Echoes Under, not Echoes Under, the Unurban.
Yeah.
He was was he getting a blow jay or a hand job behind the mic?
What?
It's the only time I've ever seen anybody do anything off of a mic, but like, of course, he had like some terrible set. This is a Pat. Pat was telling me about this.
What?
I saw him over there, and then Pat was like, look over there right now. And I was like, I don't know what's
He was
happening.
getting a blowjob on
It was either a
stage.
blowjob or a hand job in like
What channel
an
was it
alley.
on?
In like he had done his set in like an alley behind
Okay.
the Unurban.
Well, he must have had a great set.
They were like fooling around. It was
He did have a
What a sad person to give that guy a beach or a
or
I
just a
mean-
really nice, gracious.
I was going to
giver.
say he did have a good set. It was a TV set. It was huge. It was
Ayo.
massive. He did it.
I just want to see him make that TV set. Like,
Yeah.
what makes him think? You guys getting rid of that the fridge box? I got an idea.
He was on America's Got Talent.
Dude,
Like-
I was just
like-
about to say that's exactly the kind
I
of comic
quit.
they would have on America. Well, America's Got Talent purposely has shit comedians on because they're like,
Yeah.
we need people to be terrible because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like Kill Tony, but it's less mean.
Oh, so it's like he really did a
Oh yeah, yeah. Here it is.
job with that TV set.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that nice.
Mr. Television.
Good luck.
If you're interested, I might give you a date.
Wow, that was it
I'll
for
give you
her.
my number.
Wow, this guy realized
Wow, they really hate him.
words have the same meaning,
Get off the
mean
stage.
different
It's enough.
things.
We're just turning and just yelling at him.
Him hauling the TV. We'll put this up on the good spots on Twitter so you can see it. Him sadly walking away with the big TV is so
And it's
funny.
so boring. It only has 55,000 views on the America's Got Talent official page,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, who's going to the page though? Really?
A lot. Look at the other ones. They have
Mr.
like
TV
millions.
probably.
Mr. TV.
They have like
Like-
millions of views on the other ones.
Yeah, that's-
LMAO, Howard Stern said, "That's enough. Get off the stage."
Get
That was
off
one of the
the
comments.
All night long, you only stand next to somebody might do somebody wrong. And we'll be sleeping with the television on.
So I'm driving, and it's morning, and I'm coming up upon the Dallas city limits. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, well, I should at least stop. But I couldn't really think of anywhere. I was like, racking my brain, trying to think of anywhere to see, like, what the hell is there to do in Dallas? And then it hit me. Dealey Plaza, which is where John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Because what else is there to do in Dallas? Anybody, tell me, anybody. There's nothing. So, of course, I was going to go to Dealey Plaza. I'm passing through. I'm like, I figured traffic will be light. It's the weekend. And believe it or not, at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday at Dealey Plaza, everyone there is a weirdo. Did you know that? It's like a goddamn X-Files convention. It's like a bunch of, even like bigger versions of me with like measuring tape and sighting equipment. Trying to figure out if the shot came from the 6th floor from the fucking mothership, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm dealing with. So I'm walking around, and it was crazy. They have the museum there. And as I was getting out of my car, I was going to lock the passenger side of my car. Here comes down the street, and I don't know why they were out on the weekend, but it was like a classroom of kids being walked down the street. And I'm walking the car, and I hear the chaperone just go, kids, stranger danger, to me. It's just like, fuck you, lady, don't be an asshole. It's like, yeah, I might be, look like a sweaty, divorced baseball coach. But you're the dickhead taking the 3rd graders on their first assassination vacation, I'm not the bad guy here, okay? It's like, come on, kids, watch out for this sweaty man. Let's go see where America lost its innocence. Come on, step 2, let's go.
Did you ever see Dallas from a DC-9 at night?
Y'all, we got time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our this is our jam of the week.
Oh.
Some people
That's right. It's Steve Miller Band, The Joker. Is everybody familiar with this this tune?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody?
I always think of that 70s show, because don't they fight about what they are? They're like, I want to be the space cowboy.
Yeah, I think that's right. And it's also referenced on Friends. I think Ross has a made-up friend named Maurice the Space Cowboy.
I think that's true.
It's the monkey.
That's Marcel.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on. What are you doing?
I've never watched Friends. Is that bad?
It's not worth it.
It's fine. If you watch it as an adult, you're like, why? But if you were in high school when it was out, that shit was like the best. I watched it a bunch in high school and college, and then not for a while. Then I watched it over the pandemic, and I was just like, oh, this is just all right.
My brother was
Yeah.
into it.
My cousin made us watch the Thanksgiving one with Brad Pitt on Thanksgiving because she was obsessed with Brad Pitt. But that's it. That's
My
my...
roommate's obsessed with Brad Pitt.
And I was going to say, the cat is named that, right?
Yeah, it's named Brad after Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Because she loves Brad Pitt.
All right.
I think it's a good name for a cat.
It is a fun name.
I always hated this song, but I especially hate it like now. As like I woke up one day in jail, and this song woke me up. Like the worst alcohol poisoning hangover I've ever had. Wake up in a jail cell. They're piping this through the speaker in the jail cell.
Why?
Because it's a holding cell. So I guess
So they
want
get to jam.
So they put in like 70s rock radios playing, and I'm like waking up, and they go, woo, woo. And I was like, what? And then they just played Steve Miller for like 15 minutes, and I was
Just waking up,
the
you're
worst.
like, what the hell is the pompatus of love?
I was like waking up just like, why am I here? How did I get here? Why do I feel so terrible? Oh, I'm in jail. Why are they playing Steve Miller Band? It was the worst way to wake up.
Oh, man. And that guitar part's kind of a, sort of a dreamy, strange way to wake up, too. That.
Those seem like
I bet
fun
it wasn't.
pops.
I bet it wasn't dreamy at all for Joe.
No,
in this
no,
situation.
it was real bad.
No,
Coming
I-
out of a blackout is never.
No, I just mean, cinematically, if I was making this movie, a fade in with that, and then you waking up on a cot, with alcohol poisoning. It works. It works.
Yeah, it was real bad.
It's called Marty. Let's get this movie made.
That movie would be a comedy, but in reality, it was a drama. And
This
this
is
was
true.
one of
Yeah.
the sad parts.
Yeah. Was this one of the Christmas jails?
There's only one Christmas.
Oh, is there
Joe,
one
you prick.
Christmas? Okay, sorry.
And it wasn't even Christmas. It was like
He made it
a
seem
few
like
weeks before Christmas, and then they used it for the
Oh, well.
the local news station dramatization of "Don't Drink and Drive."
That's
during
right.
the holidays.
That's right. Go check out our Crime and Punishment episode with Joe Raines from 2014.
There was only 3 arrests for the record.
but one of them did
Leave it on
include
3. It's a good number.
Three's
Joker.
the charm. That's what it took to be like, hey, you should just not do that. that whole getting blackout drunk in public thing. You should just really hold off on that.
and now you just do it at home.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you've solved that one.
I don't wake
then
up
you
in
black
jail.
out in your bed.
Yeah, because you wake up and you're like, I ate 8 hot dogs, but no crimes were committed.
And now I'm going to play my own Steve Miller record. God damn it. So you throw on Steve Miller still. I wanted to shout out at S. Miguelino, who is our listener in Frankfurt, Germany, actually recommended this one because somebody actually tweeted a screenshot, an account at VeraDrew22 took a screenshot of one of the comments, and then he was like, hey, why haven't y'all done this song? And that comment was... so we'll start with it. This is the one that was tweeted by Vera Drew, tipped off to us by S. Miguelino. Jewel Trainer from 8 months ago. My husband is a retired Joker. We love this song. So that's what kicked me down the path. And
You guys like the movie Joker?
Never saw
it was like
Good.
it was interesting because I was like, this is the least fun a superhero movie has ever been. So
I was confused. I was like, what are they trying to show
I
us?
hate it so much. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to feel like bad for the Joker. The whole point
Right,
is like,
yeah.
Also, I seen this one was called King of Comedy. Thanks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
exactly. It was like like this isn't like a Joker. Like the whole point of the Joker is he's bad, but like he's fun. Or like this
Yeah.
was just bad.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't think it was great, but I did at least enjoy that they intentionally made a superhero movie that wasn't fun in any way. I was like, okay, well, that's at least interesting.
And
So-
it won the Oscar. 'cause
right.
It was not fun.
Right.
Oscar?
Yeah,
He won Best
Joaquin
Actor.
Phoenix got
Joaquin-
Best
what?
Actor for it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I stopped taking the Oscars seriously. I was like, fuck this. If this bitch won.
Are we reading the comments? Is that
We
what's
are
happening?
indeed.
I want to hear more about your arrests. Your multiple Christmas arrests.
It was
The
one-
Rivers made it seem like you just fucking get drunk and do karate on your dad every fucking Christmas.
karate. I was in jail for karate. My karate is illegal in all the states.
When done on my dad on Christmas.
Is that what you do? Black out and do karate?
I mean, it's called kung fu. All mine were like I was at a comedy show. Somebody was like, "Let's do shots," and then I woke up in jail. That's what they all ended up being. Was literally all of them were Friday night comedy show. Had a really good set. A stranger became a new best friend, and then I woke up in
And
jail.
you never saw them again.
Never. Never.
Happened to all the greats.
You know. Did they also get their car stuck in a median? Because that was one of them.
Wow.
Well, yeah, let's get down to these comments here. For Steve Miller's The Joker. First up, Edward Patton from 10 months ago. I have always been the Joker, but what lies underneath is different. Sorry for the deep stuff. Great song.
He should have played the Joker. He's the one that should have played.
Yeah, that was actually scary.
Yeah, he's a murderer.
Joffrey Baratheon from 8 months ago. I told my hoes to call me the gangster of love, along with Purple Daddy, Afton Daddy, and Honey Bunny.
To be fair, he calls it Purple Daddy because he's got a purple dick.
There we go. Yeah.
Like an eggplant. That sounds like a Game of Thrones fan, really.
Hey, hoes. Here are the things you're allowed to call me.
Gangster of
Those are
love.
just his cats.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just like three cats staring up at him. He's like, hey, hoes.
As you imagine, in a song that mentions being a midnight toker, quite a few cannabis references here, starting with Susan Graham from 1 year ago. For a long time, I thought this was about a sexy girl, but now I know it's about cannabis. Crazy cannabis. Okay.
I like
what's a-
wacko tobacco.
Yeah.
Wacky tobacco.
Wacky tobacco is so
It's called
good.
a jazz cigarette.
Yeah.
I love all that.
Similarly, Kaylee Funderburk from 5 years ago. They had good weed back then. They wrote a lot of good songs on hemp.
That girl's never been to California.
I like the people
Or
who are
smoked
like,
weed.
yeah,
Hemp. They're smoking a lot of
used to-
hemp for this album.
weed used to be so good when I was a kid. You had to smoke a whole lid to get kind of high. It was the best. Lung cancer, I love it.
Thomas Smith 1 year ago.
It's not his real name.
I'm just a I'm just a toker. I say good day, Joker. All right.
All right.
I like that one. I feel like this makes me feel like inviting
He's
like
the funniest guy in the office.
That's what I feel like a 6-year-old white man's version is, hey, haters, stay out my face. You know?
Yeah.
These jokers need to get out of here. I'm high.
what are you, some kind of joker?
Only Death Cares About Us from 7 months ago.
Oh Jesus,
That's great.
That's the name or that's the comment?
That is their name. That's their,
I thought
their
that was the
username.
comment, and I was like,
Seems
wow,
like
this
a
took
really
a turn.
happy kind of guy.
Yeah, well, definitely based on this comment. So he says, I love this song. And weed. Bob Marley is the best. Rest in peace. So he thinks this
Very
is Bob
true.
Marley. I like that.
Or he just wants to bring up that he is the best.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
he's listening to the song but thinking about something else completely, just like you're high on weed.
What kind of psychopath leaves a YouTube comment in the first place, though? This is the problem I have with this gimmick is that you're just, it feels like you're bringing haunted thoughts into our consciousness.
That's what it should
And
be
it's like
called.
the Ring, where we just carry it around with ourselves for the rest of our life. And then it's 20 years from now, only Death cares about this is going to pop out my TV set and strangle me with this weird ponytail.
We've discussed this before, that we are making fun of the mentally insane during the segment.
Absolutely. This,
Only Death Cares About Us is probably dead by now. If that was 8 months ago. Forget it.
David Simmons, the son of God, from 1 year ago. I have faith.
I
God.
thought it was Jesus.
Oh no! Wait till you hear this. I have faith. God heals all. I'm God, His Son. Fuck you. Have faith. I'm supposed to be working, but I'm getting stoned on herb.
No, he's on meth. No doubt.
And I wanted to point out that David Simmons, the Son of God, also appeared on Corona Diaries number 89 for Night Ranger, Sister Christian, and he was also on Kenny Chesney's No Shirt, No Shoes, No Problem. So he's a recurring YouTube comment.
I like any kind of evangelism that includes the word fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I love fucking a god, you know?
Yeah. If you ever get the chance, you should definitely fuck a god. I mean, I don't know if you can or not. Sometimes, he comes around the lake, I've heard.
Ray,
But if you
he comes.
there you go. He comes to the lake, there's a swan.
Ray, if someone asks you if you want to fuck a god, you say yes.
You always fuck the god.
Now we know the answer to the question, what music does God listen to?
It's The Joker by Steve Miller. Wow, wow, wow. Mike Standing from 1 year ago. Rock and roll music was designed to ease people's lifestyle and help coexistence flourish. Rap music has never been all that interesting to me. I feel sorry if people have to listen to rap to keep their jobs. I wish this country's Navy could help out if such a problem is actually happening.
What is this guy saying?
Yeah.
So I was just listening to the song and think about how I hate black people. So I thought I just needed to put that out on the internet.
That's not why I included it. Because
But why is the Navy? Does he think people only listen to rap on boats?
No. Here's what he is
They
saying.
need to do something about all these rappers making us listen to their rap while we're at work to keep our fucking jobs.
Right. See, I wouldn't normally have included just because every classic rock fucking thing, there's so many people bitching about rap music, but this one, apparently this guy thinks that certain people have to listen to rap at work and that the Navy needs to be brought in to, I guess, shell the hot topic you work
he's
at.
been to like a Foot Locker. A few
Right.
times.
Yeah. He's been to Crazy Cazboys and he's like, this place needs to be shelled.
He approached the workers and was like, how do you feel about this music?
Yeah.
They're like, it's torture. Every day at Crazy Cazboys, it's terrible.
Yeah, bring in the USS Abraham Lincoln.
Bring in the troops.
He's like a guy who got kicked out of the Navy after a week, but he still loves it. And he's just like, if these guys have been in the Navy, if the Navy got a hold of this, tell you what, if you've just got the Navy going here.
My friend
Dishonorably
works in the
discharged.
Navy, and he tells me all these gross stories about how like guys like shoves because he works in the medical area.
Oh, God.
Guys like shove things in their penis holes and everything.
Oh, like Albert Fish.
Oh, why?
Jesus.
Because they're bored and just horny, and they're
Man.
trying to discover new things.
I mean, I've been there. I've been
They're on-
shoving stuff up
He's
my.
on like a submarine. I think.
It's called,
feel like
it's called
if you-
sounding. Somebody told me that
Oh,
recently.
just like that's how radar works. It's sounding.
I feel like if you're on a boat with a bunch of other dudes for any length of time, the most horrific things have happened. I just would never for that very
Or
reason.
the most
I just-
beautiful things have happened.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
making love.
Yes, to small test tube that's been inserted in your urethra.
A lot of people tell me I have a nice pee hole.
I like to do
I want that as a ringtone. Every
to,
time you call me, it just says, "People tell me I have a nice."
I do my pee hole kegels 3 times a day.
Sparrow from 3 months ago. We piled in the station wagon with lawn chairs, popcorn, cooler, parked in the back of a drive-in movie theater. We blasted this music. Some were tokers, some not. Then we all started throwing our shoes up over the projector, just watching shoes fly on that screen. Some people came back to kick our ass.
Is this a Wonder Year spec strip?
Some people came back to kick our ass, but then they ended up joining us. Yeah, you had to be there. High school, 1976.
Going to the movie theater, acting bad, you know.
I was trying to watch Star Wars, and I
He's
couldn't
throwing
see the
shoes.
screen
I was
'cause
like,
they're shoes.
fuck y'all. And they're playing this music. I'm trying to watch a movie.
It was the summer before I started the Navy.
And we started shelling Journeys for making people listen to rap music.
Now I know
against
what
their
you've heard
will.
about the Navy, and yes, I put things up my pee hole.
And have to get them medically removed.
Medically
Because I
removed.
can't get them out.
As it turns out, suppository is just that one hole. Just the one. Just the one.
As you might imagine, there were a couple of parodies. People, kind of parodying the chorus here. Charles Dirt from 4 months ago.
Any relation to Joe?
I imagine so. I'm a loner. I'm a stoner. I'm a midnight boner.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Charles, Tamara Lynn from 1 year ago. I'm a hitter. I'm a winner. I'm a bedroom shitter. All right.
Oh, too much.
Yeah, okay.
Real specific.
Robert Christensen from 4 weeks ago. I'm not a singer. I'm a rapper. I'm a big bull crapper. Oh. Uh-oh. He might join the Navy to shell those stores that are making people listen to hip hop.
It is funny that people are listening to this just thinking about how much they hate rap.
I know.
This song reminds me about hating rap.
Just sweaty in the room. They're in front of like a giant Dell from 1999.
Does anybody else listen to this and fucking hate rap? Or is it just me?
Stephen Sherman from 1 year ago. It ain't every day some lies to your face when you spoke Hebrew in a prayer and lied to my face and said that was Aramaic. To hell with your crystal meth and your domestic terrorism.
I've been saying
Good
that for a while.
God.
That guy's also on meth.
Yeah, that was like 8 different levels of crazy. That was splash here, splash there.
Got a couple more here. Rimbozo Rocky from 3 days ago. If you won't marry me, I'ma die. Knowing a secret, I'ma let it out. Yes, folks, it's true. I'm youngest one here.
Is he writing it on the right YouTube page?
I don't know. As we've said, some of these people think they're texting other people, and they're simply not. Okay.
It feels like
He wasn't the youngest. He was like at least 50.
Let's see. Noni Money from 1 week ago. If I be right, and I think I am, numerical multiples of 10 are working great. Therefore, our language based on 5 is in fact flawed and faulty, and only losers want deviation. The pyramid for help in words like face, trace, pace, race. Stop print at the Vatican. Get dinosaur paranoid daily. Copyright Dino Sherman.
She's also at that Q-Anon thing.
She said it right now in
know.
Dallas.
she is Q. That was Q. That was Q's
cute.
message to us. I feel like if you keep doing this, you're going to solve a murder one day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
We've definitely read things from people who've committed heinous crimes. You can tell sometimes these
Local
people are just
comedians
lunatics.
solve
yeah.
Zodiac killers.
The Zodiac is leaving his new cryptograms here. Last
This
two.
is where I saw my first comment from JFK Jr.
Yeah,
It made me realize the truth.
That's how I got red pilled in the comment section of Joker.
I went on there just to talk about hating rap music, but I ended up
Next
learning
thing
a lot.
Last two here. Margot Wynn from 8 months ago. I miss my Mauricio. That's one man I'll always love. I just wish that man would have gave me a chance. Lost without him. He has the biggest tree I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
I
You
would.
think that means his dick?
Well, I think it's the reference to the really like your peaches want to shake your tree. I think it's a reference to the song.
Wait, is the Shake Your Tree in the song about penises?
I think so. I think the peaches might be the female genitalia, and then yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the peach, like the emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't the peach emoji a butt, though?
That's what
Yeah, I
thought
think it is a
was.
butt.
The peach emoji's a butt, but I don't think there is an emoji for bosoms.
Now,
I don't
is
think
there
so.
is there no watermelons? What are we doing?
I guess you could put 2 melons. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. He says, he has the biggest tree I've ever seen. I would put him in Playgirl magazine. I just wish he felt the same way about me. I wish he would be with
He
me,
wants me to be a playground.
but he's interested in seeing someone else. His wife is a lucky lady. I will help him anyway. I would love to be his last. I can, and truly, I
Run,
can.
Mauricio, run.
I can't see my life without him. That man is my Prince Charming, me more. I'm one lonely woman that would love to be his last.
Dude, let's
That
message her.
Mauricio's got a restraining order.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
doubt.
You know all the people you're attracted to are so attracted, you're like, you should do porno. That's how into you I am.
Well, that's how you find out you should do porno.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, bro, this needs to be everywhere. This needs to be on film.
This ass needs to be on a tiny computer.
Or a phone on the train.
And then the Reverend Johnny Stewart goes to an open mic
Yeah.
and asks how he gets into porno.
And finally, Randall Easley from 6 months ago. I just got in a spat with wife. Got in the truck. Drove down to the pasture. This song comes on. I pull out my smoke. Fuck. No lighter. I wasn't going back to that house. I remember back in the day. I got
it
that.
was full of bodies.
I remember back in the day. So I get my cigarette lighter going real good. And I drop in a bud for a nose hit. The game warden says, "What the fuck do you think you were doing? Trying to make a new Cheech and Chong movie?" Some people call me the Space Cowboy.
So he tried to snort weed.
And
Yeah,
that
right?
is on
That's
Jam
just
of
the
Week.
equivalent of putting like a plant up your nose.
Yeah, well, no. He's saying a nose hit. He gets the cigarette lighter in the car, the push button one. And he gets that going good, and then he puts the bud on top of it and then just goes
Good.
while
God.
it's burning. It's just like, ow.
I like how we're all
Ouchies.
confused, but Rivers is on the fucking
Yeah, he
level where he's
knows.
just like, no, obviously you guys.
I had to read it like 12 times, so yeah, I had to understand what the hell he was saying. But yes, nose hit is what he refers to that as.
Okay.
Dang.
Obviously, that's when you put the weed up your pee hole.
Yeah, there we go. Yes. And that is our Jam of the Week, Steve Miller Band, The Joker. Yeah. Let's go around and tell people where they can find you on the internet. Let's start with Kelly McInerney. Where can people find you online?
Holly Weirdo on Twitter and Instagram, all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
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 Don't call me Holly. I made this mistake by not doing Kelly McInerney.
Hey,
Yeah, it
well,
sucks that Holly is also a woman's name.
I know.
Sam, where can people find you?
Slam Harder on Twitter. They can find me at slam.harder on Instagram. And they can find me on TMZ Live.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
Joe, where can people find
Don't
you?
look at me. Why does nobody fucking believe
I
me
saw
that I
the
was on
video.
TMZ? I was on fucking TMZ and everybody thinks it's a fucking joke.
I saw the video.
It sucks.
It's real.
What the fuck?
For what?
I retweeted
Because they wanted me to comment about Nick Lachey's reaction to Jessica Simpson's book. He said he didn't read it. And they needed somebody to come on and make a comment about it.
Why did you say okay? Me?
Because they contacted me.
Oh, okay.
But so you're the go-to for the hot Nick Lachey goss.
Yeah, just whatever they need me to talk about that day.
Yeah.
So it's like a recurring thing.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe.
check it out. It's on
I'm
his
so lost.
It's on his Twitter.
It's on, what are you lost about? I was on TMZ.
He's on
I was on
TMZ.
national television.
It's on the at Slam Harder.
I deserve to get booked on all
So-
the shows.
Yeah.
Are you in the office setting? Like you're the guy with
No,
the
he just
the-
he's
No, it's
zoomed in.
remote.
He's
It's
zoomed
remote.
in. Yeah.
Right now they're doing it remote.
Yeah.
But I did talk to Harvey and Charles.
So you'd be one of the guys in the office, is what you're saying.
if they finally brought me in fully, yeah, probably. But also they have other people on who do like longer interviews things that are also remote.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You can ask me about my job off air.
Joe, where can people find you?
You can find me on the Weekly World News Live.
Don't make fun of me. November 2nd, 2021. The story about Jessica Simpson's book. Nick Lachey says
I'm
he
on the-
didn't read it. We all think that's bullshit.
I believe it. I don't think he can read, so I totally believe
I'm
it.
surprised she can write.
I'm on the Weekly World News Live. My first story is Abraham Lincoln was Abe was a babe. That's my
Abe was a babe.
Abe was a babe.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
It was a headline on a Weekly World News I saw at the grocery store
He's
one
the
time.
Abraham Lincoln, first NWA world champion.
Yeah, I think he was the first transgender president. I think is what they were saying, and that he was. And the headline was Abe was a babe, and
Okay.
so that always stuck with
okay.
me.
Okay.
You can find me online at Joe MF Reigns at all the places.
Hell yeah. Follow Joe. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. The best way to support the show, head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support this show, go to iTunes, rate, review, and subscribe. Show that attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, daddy, fuck you. We'll see you next time. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.